Well, hi, it's Cindy with Cindy Lifestyle and More. Welcome back to my channel. And if you're new to my channel, my name is Cindy. I'm 65 and I live here in beautiful Central Coast, California, and I welcome all of you. Today, I'm going to be using Naked 2 Urban Decay. I used some of the colors that are in this palette. I love palettes from the past because you know why? They're expensive. And if they're still looking good and they're still workable, take it out and use them. Great for the holidays, great for parties, and great all year around. The other thing I'm going to talk about towards the end, I'm going to talk about Coco Mademoiselle. What are the notes in their fragrance? And the hair mist from Chanel No. 5. I already checked Chanel and they're already sold out. So this is also I'm going to be sharing with you. If you like this look and you want to hear about the fragrances, well, that's going to be next. Have fun. So as you can see, I've done one eye, and this eye I haven't done. So we're going to get started. I've done my face makeup, some blush, I put some lipstick and a lip liner. So we're going to get started with my eyes, and we are talking about Naked 2 Urban Decay, okay? And then since it's Throwback Thursday, we're going to talk a little bit about Chanel fragrance. Since the holidays here, they're great for holiday gifts, and they're also great gifts just to say thank you. So we're going to talk about all that today. Okay, so this is LA Colors, and it's soft brown. It's got the spoolie on one side and the pencil on the other. Then I'm just going to use the spoolie and comb it through. And I'm just like filling in the areas. It has little open spaces. That's what I'm going to do. I'm going to use my NYX. And this is their brow glue, and this sets the eyebrow in place, and it's a medium brown. It's got the little brush, and I just comb it through. Now I've already prepared I've got eye primer on, so I've done all that already, and I've got my makeup and my blush. The next thing I'm going to use is LA Colors. This is a conceal and correct. I do like an under eye corrector under my eye. It says peach. Now, I do like a salmon color type. That's the closest that they had. And I'll show you what it looks like. There it is right there. And what I like to do is just apply a little bit in through here. As you can see, it's a little peachy. It'll be fine. So I'm just going to pat it in. Okay, so the next thing I'm going to use the Maybelline Age. It's called Maybelline Instant Age Rewind Eraser. It's 160, and it's a brightener. And I go all the way under my eye area. I take a sponge and then I blend. So a lot of times I'll either do two different ways. I'll either concealer first, or sometimes I do it after I put my foundation on. It depends what mood I'm in and how I'm applying my makeup that day. LA Colors Nude Concealer. I just got this at the Dollar Tree too. So this is the color, and this is the doe foot. It's a small one, but it's not really light, but it's okay. You know, for $1.25, I'm not going to complain, but that's, you know, nude is pretty fair. It should be pretty fair. This is how light I do like it, so you can see the two different. This is Estee Lauder, but it's fine. It'll work. So I'm going to blend it out. And then normally I go 3 here, down my nose, you know, and keep all this light area. Okay, so that really isn't too bad if you look at it. And this is really good if you like more natural looking. I think you would like this. If you don't want something really bright, I think you would like this. So this is the peach. This helps control like the purple color under my eye, conceals it, brightens it up a little bit. And then I follow with 160, and then follow with the LA Colors Nude Concealer, the lightest I can get. And then I'll still stick with my Maybelline Instant Age Rewind Instant Eraser, because I use this with all my concealers. All right, so the next thing I'm going to use is Secret Brightening Powder for under eyes. And that's what it looks like. I think they used to come in a press one time, but they don't anymore. I use this with all my concealers, so I'm just going to take a little bit, and it's loose. And then I'm going to go with my concealer brush. It's a Sephora brush. I just dip it in kind of remove the excess amount, and then I go under, and it sets it, and it helps control it from creasing, and it doesn't move all day, and it stays in place. I feel like my mascara's under my eye area. The mascara right here on my bottom lashes doesn't transfer to the area here where my cheekbones are at. I just go across. I go like about 3 times. The next item I'm going to use is Mercier. It's a press finishing powder. It's a translucent coverage, blurs out the pores. And I got this at the Dollar Tree, but it's pretty translucent. Small amount. It has no smell to it. I take my sponge and I just pat it on my cheekbone to soften up the area here where I just put all my concealer on. I take a little bit, and then I kind of go above my forehead and kind of just smooth out the pores, smooth out the lines a little bit along my chin, but I'm barely touching because why? It's very light. Now, normally I use a Charlotte Tilbury Flawless Finish powder, so I'm just barely touching, and I just go like this, and that is it, just above, like right here, because I don't want too much. Okay, and then if I feel it's a little light, then I'll just go over with a little bit of bronzer. Okay, so I'm going to go with NYX, and this is called, I'm sure a lot of you remember this. Remember Milk? This is another one that a lot of people were using. So in Target, I went into the cosmetic area, and it wasn't that busy. And I was looking for this called Milk, because I'm almost out of this because I can't sharpen it. This is by NYX. And I said, do you have the NYX Milk? She goes, let me go see. And they didn't have this color. And I said, okay, well, I guess I'm going to, she goes, well, you can order it. I go, I know. So thank God I found this. It's almost to the end. It's almost to empty. So yeah, but I did buy an eyeshadow palette. I'm liking the Makeup Revolution. You know, it's really nice. It's affordable drugstore brand if you want something that it's affordable. But that's what I noticed a lot of people were buying. Mascaras, liquid eyeliners, pencils. And I think, you know, just to catch up on a few things, you know, like items that they needed. So the first color I'm going to go with Tease, which is this color right here. And there's the color. And I'm going to take my brush that it came with the makeup. It's the Urban Decay. It's a dual-ended eyeshadow brush, so we'll just use that today. So I'm just going to take this. Got a little bit going on here. Oh, wrong way. So I'm just going to take a little bit. And I'm going to go like here. I'm just going to pat a little bit of the excess amount. And then I'm just going to do like windshield wipers. And I'm going to apply a little bit on. It's like right. Do you see where the crease is at? I just go a little bit over the crease. And then I kind of blend it. Not taking too much off, but it's more like a neutral color. If you have this color, take it out. It's great for the holidays. It's called YDK. Okay. YDK is the next one, and that's the color right here. So we're going to put that, and I'm going to put that on the eyelid. I'm going to use the smaller one, and I'm just going to apply it right here. I'm just going to pat it on, just on the lid. All right, the next color is going to be Chopper, and that's going to go in the inner corner and in the outer corner. Yeah, I'm just trying to use colors that, you know, because some people may still have these shadows. And you know, these eyeshadow palettes, they're expensive. They were not inexpensive. They still run a lot of money. So you do want to use them if you still have them. The next color I'm going to use, I think it's Foxy. No, it's not Foxy. Is it Foxy? So the next color I'm going to use is Foxy. And it's like a neutral color. And I'm going to take that by my brow bone. Right up and through there. I still want to go over here. Just like that. And then I'm going to go with a lighter color. It's called Booty Call. Booty Call. Let me take off my eyeshadow here. And it's this light color right here. This one right here. And let's see what color that one is. There's that one right there. So we're going to take that. And we're just going to kind of blend all the color right in through here. And I have like a little towel here, so I just pat and remove the excess amount. Okay, so I'm going to go with this color right here that I use in my transition. I'm going to go underneath my eye area. Now I'm going to use a different brush. So I'm going to use, this is Wet n Wild. It's like a little smudger. I'm going to go with the first color that I use for the transition color. And I'm just going to go under. And then I'm going to go with, I think it's Chopper, this color right here, and that's, I'm going to take it through the inner corner of the eye. Okay. We're going to put on the primer first. So here's the primer. I almost started putting mascara. Okay, so there's the primer. My dog. Okay, this is called Voluminous Butterfly. So this is L'Oreal Mascara Voluminous Butterfly. And you're going to see this is a really unique brush. It has like a butterfly effect. So I kind of, you can use it on top too, but I like it on the bottom. So go back like this. I go up to the, kind of take it sideways, and then I go in the middle and then forward. So far, it's been pretty good. All right, so that's for my bottom lashes. Now we're going to go back with the mascara while that dries. Okay, so here's the brush again. And it's supposed to coat each lashes. There we go. So if you want a natural looking mascara, you want the primer all in one, this is a good one. Okay. And then if they kind of stick together, I have one of these. Okay, so I'm gonna let that dry. All right. So I thought I'd talk about a little bit about Chanel. I have a couple of fragrances from theirs. Now this is Chanel No. 5. This is a hair mist. And this is, you can mist it onto your brush and apply it to your hair, you know, the brush. Sometimes I just take it and kind of go over my hair. But it has a No. 5. And this is made with harmony of rose and jasmine. And it smells so good. And then, so this is Coco Mademoiselle by Chanel. And I got a little sample here. And the keynotes to this is jasmine, May rose, patchouli, and I hope I say this right, vetiver. And this is a beautiful ambery fragrance that recalls a daring young Coco Chanel. It's an absolutely modern composition with a strong yet surprisingly fresh character. And right now, this is an eau de perfume, and they do have their Christmas sets. This is a little sample. I'm just going to spray a little bit. It smells so good. That's beautiful. And then I also have the Coco Mademoiselle. This is her body oil. I love this because a lot of times I like to wear this. If I don't want to wear a heavy fragrance, I come out of the shower, my skin is still wet, and it's a spray. And it just glides on, and it has a soft scent. Also, too, you can use the eau de perfume in the Coco Mademoiselle, and you can layer it. You know, if you layer your fragrances, it lasts longer. Your eau de perfumes last longer. But sometimes some people say that their fragrance don't last as long. So a lot of times I would recommend, some people say that their fragrance don't last as long. So I always recommend try layering, you know, the shower gel, the body cream, a body lotion, then spray or a body oil. You know, sometimes it helps because everyone's pores and their perspirations on their body is different. So, and some people can spray on an eau de toilette and it lasts all day. So this is Coco Mademoiselle. It comes in an eau de perfume. They also have Coco Mademoiselle Intense, and they also have the layering fragrance to go with it, with the lotions and the shower gels and body creams. And I believe they also have a hair mist. And go check out your Macy's right now. All their holiday gift sets are out, and go see what they have. And they also carry singles. They carry them by themselves, but a lot of times the sets are beautiful. So go check out Macy's, go check out the gift sets or the nearest department store that you go to, and go see what they have. Anyways, I hope you enjoyed the video. And if you like the video, subscribe, hit the notification bell, like, share, and comment. And I want to welcome all my new friends, and I appreciate all my friends that keep coming back. And I will see you, and I love you all on my next video. Bye.